morning, everyone. I'm going to try and do a USD summary for the Jackson Hole risk event that's coming up at, well, it's been ongoing, but we're really looking at Powell's speech at 3 o'clock, British summertime. Bostic is a voter at 12:30. At Eastern time, that's 7:30. So just subtract 5 hours from that if you're in America, in the Eastern Coast. There are some non-voters talking, but we do want to pay attention to the voters. And we did close actually in negative yesterday, so that's worth mentioning. We've got some US data out as well, but this is the key event here. And there is some stuff going on in Afghanistan where if this is a non-event, which is possible, Anthony Chiang is saying that it's going to be it's potentially not going to live up to the hype. It's going to be a non-event because he doesn't want to shake the markets, and we're at a precipice, aren't we? We're at all-time high. He knows whatever he says, if it's going to be particularly dovish or hawkish, he will know that whatever he says is going to impact the market. So he's going to try and steady the ship. He won't say anything out of line, and we'll probably be looking at September's meeting for more clues, where he'll be asked a question by a reporter, and then he'll probably drop the hint at the September meeting. Okay, and there's a little bit about Afghanistan. So if this is a non-event, then they could, if they wanted to, if they're positioned for a bit of risk off and it didn't happen, then they might release some news around this, and then of course the news will be on fire, and then we might go a bit risk off, not based on what Powell said or didn't say, but on Afghanistan. Okay, so that's just worth mentioning. This is from Anthony Chiang. He's used Bloomberg and Reuters and Financial Times, so it's a good follow. I recommend that you do follow him. So potentially a non-event, and do be aware that we've got US data. And if it's a non-event, we've got Afghanistan. If they wanted to make it risk off, just even temporarily, in order to buy the dip, then they'll release these headlines. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the USD, and that's the making of the video. The reason for it is on the daily bubbles, we've actually seen the retail guys shorten the USD, and that'd be bullish for us. Okay, they also did the same with the Swiss franc as well. So for me, I'm going to be looking at Aussie USD, Pound USD shorts to see if the sentiment's going to play out, and a USD CAD long, and see if the sentiment pans out. And this is the daily bubbles, and so this is from 10 p.m. last night. We're at 7:30 now, so it's 9 hours since, and that's that movement over 9 hours. However, on the weekly bubbles, since Sunday, the USD is actually strong sell. So the positioning since Sunday, it's not a good idea to buy the dollar, because the retail guys actually bought the dollar since Sunday. However, on the daily, they're going against the grain. If they continue, then it could be a good sign. So that's why I'm looking for GU and AU and UC longs, okay, just to see if it's going to pan out. I'm going to show you a Dixie chart on the daily, and as you can see, we actually made a higher high and a higher low, and the super trend is in the cent, and it's not going to break unless we well, it's 92, pretty much 91, 99. So just think of 92. We're way above the super trend support, and we are in an ascending channel, which you can draw, on your own charts. That's a clearly bullish channel. Okay, so and if we do taper, if it doesn't even hint at, this is going to skyrocket. Okay, so bear that in mind technically, and then we'll look at the smaller time frame, Dixie, H1. So yeah, we got a shift channel in the cent, which is made from that angle. So higher high, higher low. And so on the hourly, I know we should be looking at higher time frames, but if you're looking at in our position, 92, 93 would be support, 92.80 is going to be a support at 92.45, and that should hold. Currently, we're looking quite weak on the hourly, and I'm just going to go through some charts on the daily basis, and I'm going to draw some levels. So the Euro USD, you want to look for shorts below 116.09, and longs above 117.17. Signal is up, and the SLCs are close. 117.88, 117.20. We'll go to dollar yen and do the same thing. So longs above 110.30, shorts below 109.87, the SLC, 110.25 and 109.87. Signal saying to wait. Looking very choppy. Aussie, and so we could fall a long way. You can see there's lots of open air down here. There's not much resistance. Below that, we might have some support here. Could fall quite a way. So below 69.85, and would be a buy above 70.62. Yeah, so we know quite bullish. The SLC below is large, and it's far away at 71.03 and 72.93. We'll do a couple of these. We won't do all of these because it would be a bit silly. We'll do pound USD because I was saying I was going to monitor it. A sell below 136.59. You can see why on the daily basis, and along above. Where are we? So 137.60, and we've got some supply overhead as well. So if you were to go long, we're going to hit some resistance. But if we were to short, we'd come down to here at 133.99. It's going to be hard to say what's going to happen, but on the daily bubbles, we know that this could be a good short if the sentiment's going to reward us. It can be where the retail guys get paid, so we do need to be careful. And I think I'm just going to show you AU, GU, and dollar CAD. So this would be a potential long, okay, according to the daily bubbles. And is that the line? It is, okay. So a long above 129.59, and we would be bearish below 128.18. The signal saying to wait. And it's going steady. This is a great indicator, the multimeter. You can get this on the starter pack. You can also get it on the MQL5 website, but it tells you all the stochastics, the moving averages, and things like that. You can see IC Markets has got a zero spread on UC, which is fantastic, really. I'm going to link my affiliate link at the bottom of this video. So if you did want to get a zero spread account, you could use my affiliate link, and then we would both benefit. So yeah, that's that. So they're the three currency pairs I was going to look at today. It's going to bounce around a lot, and don't forget we've got the data as well, and potentially Afghanistan news. Whether or not they're going to materialize, we don't know, but we could have a little bit of a risk-off scenario, and so just be careful. Remember to only trade like small sizes. If you trade large, then if it goes wrong, then it'll be a bit of a catastrophe. So trade small on days like this, and you'll be fine. And any feedback would be great. Have a good weekend. It's bank holiday Monday. I'm going to be around, but it'll be quiet in UK markets and stuff like that. So have a good one, and I'll be back anyway for the Jackson Hole event, and we'll see what happens. So it should be quite interesting. It might be a non-event, but we'll see. And have a good day, and I'll speak to you soon.